On December 12th of 2020, Nick Fuentes, a far-right Trump-supporting media personality who describes himself as a white majoritarian, gave a speech at the second of 3 million MAGA marches in which he told the audience to destroy the GOP.
We're done making promises. It has to happen now. We are going to destroy the GOP.
Destroy the GOP! Destroy the GOP! Destroy the GOP!
The speech was fascinating as it illustrated the growing departure between the Trump wing of the Republican Party and more traditional conservatives in the wake of the 2020 presidential election. I posted a cell phone version of the clip, which was reported on by Rolling Stone and received over 5 million views. As with all of my reporting, I wanted the full context to be available, so I posted the full speech to YouTube, uncut and unedited. YouTube removed the video, citing their spam and deceptive practices policy due to Fuentes' stated belief that there was election fraud. YouTube only allows videos that document people making those claims if the uploader editorializes to repudiate those claims. At the time the video was deleted, I even included a disclaimer in the description, which was apparently not enough. I was later informed by the platform that countervailing views must be in the video itself. The original video was actually used in the impeachment of former President Trump, and I believe history should be able to see the full context. For that reason, I am re-uploading the video with the following warning. I will cite the language YouTube has been putting on videos for the last couple months. As YouTube used to include in election-related videos, Joe Biden is the President of the United States. States certify results after ensuring ballots are properly counted and correcting irregularities and errors. As YouTube now includes under some videos, robust safeguards ensure the integrity of election results, and YouTube links to www.cisa.gov/rumor-control to learn more, and I will include that link in the description as well. I hope that this warning suffices for YouTube to allow the video to remain online. Thank you for watching.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah!
Let's go! Hello again, Washington, D.C. Yeah! It is so great to see so many America First patriots back in the United States Capitol, because this is our capital!
Yeah!
It's amazing. We gathered here less than a month ago for the Million MAGA March, and now we're back. We have traveled the country, going to more than 5 swing state capitals, rallying for Republican state legislators and for Republican governors to intervene in the election. And now we're back. We saw last night. We traveled the country, going to more than. We saw last night that the Supreme Court refused to intervene in the November 3rd presidential election. Keep in mind, not only did the Supreme Court refuse to intervene, but every single justice appointed by President Trump voted to refuse that case in the Supreme Court. The justices on the Supreme Court claim to be constitutionalists, and they claim to be conservatives. But do they not understand that if Donald Trump does not remain in office, that Joe Biden will destroy the Supreme Court for generations? We see time and time again that conservatives and Republicans are more interested in protecting procedures and systems and civility than they are interested in advancing the national interest. It is common sense that whether or not the case from Texas was totally procedurally correct, that it is a necessity for the survival of the Constitution and for the Supreme Court for President Trump to get 4 more years in office. So we have gathered in each swing state capital and we have asked, we have demanded that our state legislators stand up and retake their constitutional power to appoint delegates, electors, to vote for President Trump. Not one single Republican-controlled state legislature has done that. We have been traveling the country asking and demanding that the Supreme Court take up our case and intervene in this election. And time again, they have refused to do so. So now, the message is a little bit different. This is our second Million MAGA March. And the first Million MAGA March, we promised that if the GOP would not do everything in their power to keep Trump in office, then we would destroy the GOP. And as we gather here in Washington, D.C. for a second Million MAGA March, we're done making promises. It has to happen now. We are going to destroy the GOP.
Let's go! Destroy the GOP! 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 Destroy the GOP!
The GOP wants us to hold the line and vote for rhinos like David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler in the Georgia. Boo. But we have to send the message loud and clear to the Republicans and name only in Congress that we are done being taken for a ride and betrayed and screwed over by Mitch McConnell. Take his coat. The only way to do this is to withhold our votes, and we must sacrifice the Senate. If they did not give us President Trump on November 3rd, then we will not let them keep their majority in the Senate on January 5th. It's that simple, folks. Some people have told me that this is a bad idea, that we need to keep control of the Senate. And I simply ask, who exactly is we? Does anybody here feel like we control the Senate? No! We don't control the Senate. They tell us that if Republicans lose control of the Senate, then we're going to get amnesty from Joe Biden. Amnesty from Joe Biden, Marco Rubio, and Tom Tillis, and John Cornyn, and Mike Lee have been advocating for amnesty ever since they got in office. They say that if we lose control of the Senate, that Joe Biden will make Puerto Rico a state. Make Puerto Rico a state. Marco Rubio supports making Puerto Rico a state. They say that if Democrats gain control of the Senate, that they will pack the Supreme Court. Now let me ask you, do you think that Lisa Murkowski and Susan Collins will prevent Democrats from packing the Supreme Court? No! The point is, whether it's Republicans or Democrats in control of the Senate or the House or the White House, the result is always the same. The votes are rigged, and even when we get our party in office, the policies stay the same. So we have to stop playing their political game, and we have to demand that the GOP start to represent our interests, or we will never vote for the Republican Party ever again.
Fuck 'em!
And I'm serious about that, because we have seen for generations, it has not been a struggle between Republicans and Democrats. It has been a struggle between we, the American people, and both parties to represent the global special interests. We must have our own version of the Great Reset. We have to take the Republican Party and transform it completely into a party that puts America first. has fought for us. And now we are returning the favor, and we are going to fight for our president.
Yeah!
We want Trump.
We want Trump! 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 We want Trump!
We all know that President Trump won on November 3rd, do we not?
Yeah!
Every single one of us watched on election night. President Trump was leading with margins that were unbeatable, mathematically unbeatable in every swing state. President Trump was winning in Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Georgia. And we all saw it. It wasn't until 4 a.m., 4 in the morning, that it started in Wisconsin, and then Michigan, and then in Atlanta and Philadelphia, that each of the swing states where President Trump was winning by a lot, suddenly Joe Biden was winning by a little bit. And it's not even a question anymore. The evidence has been presented. Rudy Giuliani has held 8-hour hearings in no fewer than 5 swing states. It's not like there was any kind of lack of evidence. They have presented evidence from forensic data analysts. They have presented evidence from thousands of sworn affidavits. There are witnesses, there are uncounted ballots, there are duplicates, there are thousands of dead voters. And my question is simply, where are all the Republicans? Republicans control the state legislatures of nearly every swing state where the fraud occurred. Conservatives control the Supreme Court with at least a 5-4 majority. The point is, we elect Republicans in the state legislature. We elect Republicans in the United States House of Representatives. We elect Republicans in the Senate, and they confirm judges. And nevertheless, all of the policies stay the same. I have had enough of that. I don't know what will happen in this election. One of our biggest and best cases in Texas was just denied in the Supreme Court last night. There are cases pending in Georgia and Wisconsin, and today the Trump campaign filed new lawsuits in every single swing state. I don't know what the outcome will be, but whatever happens on January 20th, whether President Trump is inaugurated or Joe Biden is inaugurated, our mission is clear. Everybody that is turned out to swing state capitals and everybody that is turned out to this capital today must turn out and knock on doors and phone bank and fundraise to primary every last Republican that did not support President Trump.
Yeah! Let's go!
4 more years.
4 more years! 12 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 more years!
There is no reason that President Trump should have lost the election, and there's no excuse for the Republican Party's inaction so far. We have seen what they have to offer for the American people, and they have nothing to offer for us. So that means that we will have no votes for them in 2022 or 2024 or any election going on into the future. We are going to create a party that puts the American people first. We have to take the Republican Party and flush it down the toilet. Every Republican that supports free trade, every Republican that supports mass immigration, every Republican that wants to keep our soldiers in foreign wars that do not benefit our interests is on a list to be primaried. Their political careers are over in this country. From now on, I identify not as a Republican. I identify as a Trump supporter. I am no longer a conservative. I am a nationalist. sending every last criminal, illegal alien back to Mexico. Send them back. 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 I will only support politicians that are in favor of ending the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq and Syria and every place that is not this country right here. And we are only going to support politicians that put American workers and American families first when it comes to trade, taxes, and other economic policies. And the truth is that this is our last opportunity to do it. You see who is posturing to run in 2024. If this does not remain the party of President Trump, it will become the party of Nikki Haley. Does anybody here want Nikki Haley to be president? No! Nikki Haley will never be president of the United States! We must ensure that whether President Trump remains in office or whether he runs again in 2024, that the Republican Party remains the party of Donald Trump and of America first! 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 It is not a battle between Republicans and Democrats. It is not even a political battle. What is happening right now is a spiritual war for the soul of this country. It is a spiritual war between Satan and evil and between us, the children of Jesus Christ. Christ is king! 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 And we are going to begin saying that name again in the United States! I don't want to hear any more fake Christian politicians. We will have real Christian politicians because America is a Christian nation. This is a Christian nation, and the Christians in this country demand that we have Christian leaders governing this country. And we will no longer accept any less. We see right now that we as a nation are paying the price for our sins. We are paying the price as a nation that has abortions. We are paying the price as a nation that supports gay marriage. We are paying the price as a nation which, maybe not among you, but which has largely turned its back on God. And the only way that we are going to make America great again is if we make this country Christian again. And that's exactly what we are going to do. Because it is not Joe Biden that rules this country. George Soros does not rule this country. Klaus Schwab does not rule this country. Jesus Christ is the king of everything in this world. Christ is king! 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 And anybody who has a problem with that can go and move somewhere else. So thank you so much for being here. I want to hand off the megaphone to another